Yes, live.
Boom! We are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy. If Arnie is all man, he's all boy. It's Zach Elias. What's up, buddy?
Not much. Arnie's all man. Doing well. And you?
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays, we do it live. Saturdays, we post it later. Got a whole gaggle of episodes. If this is your first time, if this is your last time, give us a good rating, leave a comment, share the episode. And remember, the next time that you're a medical student and you're doing an evaluation, make sure you examine the adenoids and retrieve the android. Tell people about our podcast, because we like when people love us, but we love when people hate us.
Retrieve the android. Did Eric, your boy, swallow his phone?
Swallow?
Something like that. Suppository his phone. Who else has an android? An asshole.
Got a great episode planned for everybody. But before we get into it, we return back to another episode of Watch, Zach, Drink.
Featuring you.
No, I'm doing one too.
I'm not sure. Last year it was when one lost and the other won. The other person did a drink, which was all the time for me. Apparently now you say it's just when you lose, which is still all the time for me. So, I mean, we didn't lose to the Browns. He lost to the high-powered Patriots. But nevertheless, I am drinking a Twisted Tea Sweet and Smooth Sweet Tea Whiskey.
Oh, that sounds really good.
It's going to be good. It's better than the chimichanga I had last week or whatever that thing was.
We used to do football Sundays on the east side, and there was a guy that people knew, friend of friend, who became a part of the regular crowd, and he would down the Twisted Teas, just buy the six-pack nonstop, and he always would go, it's not weird because there's no carbonation. You can get more drunker. I have two of those. I've got diabetes. It's terrible.
It's your sugar.
Right.
So the Arnold Palmer, the John Daly, I suppose, as if you will, at the Met games, the tall boys, you could have like two an inning. They go down like nothing. First one doesn't even count. Yeah, but then you get the diabetes. All right, so you want to watch me drink this? Let's dance. Here, watch me drink.
Pinkies up.
Oh, it's bad. It's not what you think. It's Robitussin. It took a cherry flavor for some reason.
My nip punishment is Sheelan Country Cream Peanut Butter Product of Ireland. It's only 14% alcohol, but
14%? This thing's 32.5 and bad.
Bottoms up.
Enjoy.
And, Zach, my self-imposed punishment for the season. You like props. We got them. Hey, Browns, here's to you.
It's taller than I remember it being.
Zach Elias, tell everybody what you are drinking.
I need to get new beers. I got to know these Sam Adams's. These are not props. Jenna's good with the nip props.
Oh, I saw.
And then she buys me those. Yeah,
I got real prop. I'm pretty embarrassed about this one as well. But from Lone Pine Brewing Company out of Portland, Maine, I still have way more pumpkins I got to get through, even though tonight we're dangerously close. It is called Pumpkin Party Pumpkin Ale, 4.2% alcohol. Release the Kraken.
Wait a minute.
I didn't realize it.
4.2%? So this thing has had more alcohol than both of yours combined times 2.
I also took a squirt from Wee Wee Willie over there, buddy.
A squirt of what? We don't know.
It's vodka. No, it's not great, but tastes like pumpkin.
This thing was shockingly bad. Like, I thought it was going to be good. I thought it was like, it's a rollover week. It's an easy one. This was really bad, really harsh.
Do you know what's in my mouth right now, Zach? I have cream, peanut butter, vodka, and shitty pumpkin beer right now.
It's part of your mouth, and everyone's invited.
Aren't they, though?
Mm-hmm.
Got a great episode one. Zach, episode 253, calling this one
Tony Killed.
And what do you think we're going to be talking about tonight?
Trump's opening act. You know what? Go on.
Do you know about him before 2
Yeah.
nights ago? Do you know how balls deep I am in everything Tony Hinchcliffe related?
Yes, because you've talked about him incessantly through our relationship.
I've sent you some clips. It's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
And you do know the name of his
Kill Tony.
It's called Kill Tony.
Yeah,
so
you sent me many a clip.
Right. I didn't want to just.
And by clip, it's an hour and a half.
I know. I really love the show. It just got too long to watch. But
like, that's the thing. You send me a clip, it's got to be like a 14-second banger. No, it's short. It's an easy watch. $1.30 every time.
My problem is they're saying that Tony Hinchcliffe is going to swing this election, which do you know how excited he would be if that's actually what happens? Not because he's for or against either one, but he's been canceled once already. And do you know what happened after he got canceled?
Business tripled. Like, everyone gets canceled is good.
At least more. His agent dropped him. The comedy club he was performing at dropped him. He then got a better agent, a better comedy club, and he's essentially uncancelable at this point because he makes his own bread. He's already sold out MSG twice this year by himself.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he's a comedian. He's funny, and that's what you want. You're going to get jokes, and he's a roast comic. What did they think was good? What was he going to say?
Which is exactly what Jon Stewart has come out and said.
He loved him.
Stewart defended him. He goes, "You hired a roast comic to come in and roast," and he roasted the other side. I don't see the problem.
He's laughing because I feel bad. It was really funny. Jon Stewart loved it.
All right. I did think the Puerto Rican garbage thing, I don't know why you'd go after Puerto Rico. Probably that was bad. You could have picked literally any other island in the world. Call it the Philippines and just do that, right? Like, you don't need to make the Puerto Rican joke, but...
No, it landed. But, like, whatever. That's what you get. He's going to go after all different peoples.
And always does. His biggest joke that he ever laughs at is when people call him gay. He's just like, I've been called gay a million times. Like, that's... He goes with it. Now... The one thing that was improv, did it bother you when he was just riffing on two black guys around Halloween time saying, like, what were you guys, carving watermelons last night? Like,
no, it didn't bother me. Nothing bothers me. But that's what you get when you bring him in. Like, if you want clean, go get Seinfeld. You want that, get him. Like,
meanwhile,
you know what you're getting.
If he would have said, "Oh, Zach and Alan, what were you carving bagels last night?" I pee my pants laughing. Like,
I was absolutely carving a bagel last night. Sure.
But okay, here are my real takeaways, and it has nothing to do with the comedy or the roast. I don't get a whole lot of right-wing viewership for anything, and I'm not that left. I just don't watch that much Fox News. But
there's only so much Anna Carter you can watch, man. Come on.
I did have a chance to watch in full his roast because I wanted to see it because I'm a fan, if nothing else. And they had every like 2 to 3 minutes a pop-up along the side. They had ads. Zach, I don't know if you watched the same one I did, but build a wall around your 401k. Dial this. I was like, that's just hysterical. And then the next one they had were, get your Contagion environmental kit. We sell ivermectin. It's basically just saying, hey, you're right wing. This is the shit you believe in. Let's sell you some stuff. But build a wall around your 401k.
That's excellent. It's very good.
So very funny.
Good. We'll lean into it.
And that's what Fox News was doing. And I just never see that. And from anything I've ever seen, I think you and I both agree. The right is better at comedy, right?
Yeah. Just comedy and to a degree tragedy. They're just better at all of it. Hotter senators. They got it all.
So that's
you want to get J.O. to the Beetlejuice show? You don't go to the left.
Who said that? You?
Yeah, I just made it up right on the spot. So what are you doing?
A Beetlejuice show?
That's what she did. She jacked that guy off of Beetlejuice. She got thrown out. Gnome, your girl.
What?
Christine Gnome.
I have no idea. Say words. I thought you were talking about Beetlejuice from Howard Stern, who's very dead.
But like he's got a lot of... No. She went to Beetlejuice the musical with her husband, and then they got all Hands Across America and got all like, and she was like giving him an over the hands HJ, and they got thrown out. How did you not hear that? Did we talk about it in this fine program?
Did we? What episode?
210. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. It's pretty long.
But that's what Christine Gnome said.
Speaking of bagels and bagel-related joke, Zach, I think I'm a funny guy. I think I have my finger on the pulse of what's going on. I bombed so bad at a bagel store the other day. On the way to work, I walk in. I'm just being my regular old self. And the guy, and I don't know why I make these stupid fucking jokes to people, but the guy turns to me, he asks me my order, and I ordered like 2 or 3 things, right? And he turns and goes, "Will that be all?" And I go, "No, man, I can't eat any more than that." And he didn't even crack a smile.
I love it. I make stupid jokes too. Like we were at a Met game a few weeks ago, and like I make an order, and then the person at the counter goes to Zoe, "Hey there, cutie," and I go, "Hey, how are you?" Like
all the time.
all the time. It just comes out of me and not. She was dying too. It was like the old lady bartender dying, but like immediately before she could even finish, I was midway through. Oh, it just comes out.
I get to the
I don't know.
I get to the register, and from there, how much is that going to be? And she says, "Well, did you get sliced lock or the cream cheese locks?" And I said, "Whatever's cheaper." Nothing, not even a little bit. At which point she says, "Oh, that'll be, I don't know, $5.20 or whatever." And I go into my wallet and I'm peeling off singles, like they're falling out of my wallet just because half the time I just pay with the 10 or a 20 and just figure it out later.
I'm stunned you have cash.
We have to in New Jersey. A lot of places are cash only, or they charge you 3% to use your credit card.
You know who owns those establishments? Nicky the Nose.
Nicky the Nose. Sammy the Salad.
Yeah, exactly. But by the way, the problem is the bagel store is a tough audience because she gets 7,000 quirky, funny bald Jews a day.
No, like the real problem is she's been up since 4 o'clock. So as these ones are hemorrhaging out of my wallet, I again go with another joke. By the way, I'm 0 for 2. I'm Aaron Judge at this point.
He's a disaster.
And I said, oh, sorry, I just got off my late night shift, which you know what I'm talking about.
That's the one that's gonna bomb.
She takes the money and goes, "It's okay, sweetie. Go home and get some sleep." I was like, oh my God.
Amazing. I
was like, that's it for me, folks. You've been great. Oh, such a bad
bomb.
one.
Did you just go to Baskin Robbins and just eat 28 flavors?
They have 31, right? I was about to say that's too many.
A couple more.
No, it's a real good place. I drove to work and then my sister called me and I had to listen to her prattle on about nothing. But... Zach, what's on your mind? I got more to talk about.
Just quirkies?
No. I thought you want to talk about softball or no?
Well, we lost yesterday. Oh, no. That. Yeah, so...
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. We lost our game. But I hate when people just want to fight because it's a fucking Monday. Just for no reason. Who picks a fight with me? So, we're playing the Dominican team, essentially. We're the old Jewish team.
You can't say that.
Okay, fine. So... or whatever island they're from. It's like mini Port-au-Prince outside of the dugout.
Port-au-Prince? I want to catch a glimpse?
Ish. So, like, there's like 3 people in the actual dugout, and 2 of them are like 8-year-old kids. They're all just hanging out outside. There's like one of those wheel coolers, like a trolley.
Hookah?
No, I don't know. So, like, I'm playing first. I go to catch a fly ball, and I'm in heavy traffic, and I catch it. There's like 12 guys around me. Yeah, it's a million people. So then, like, 2 innings later, there's just even more of them. Somehow they expand. And I'm, like, shaking my head. Like, there's a million of you guys, dude. He thinks I'm shaking at the batter because they're not calling strikes because it's some modified pitch. He's like, what are you shaking at, man? I'm like, what are you talking about? No, first base, what are you shaking at? I'm like, let's not do this. And I'm like, he's like, he wasn't getting that I was ignoring him. So I had to turn him and go, I'm not shaking what you think I'm shaking at. And he's like, you shaking at my girl over there? I'm like, I'm not shaking at your girl. I'm shaking at you because you're standing on top of me, literally while I'm here. He's not getting it. Oh, I'm just calling balls and strikes. I'm like, guy, what do you want to hear? And then he's like, just keeps jawing at me and like doesn't break eye contact. I go, I'm sorry. You're right.
You apologized?
I said, I'm sorry, man. You're right. So he goes, like, you don't have to apologize. I go, okay, then what makes you stop? What makes you just end this? Like, I just said I'm sorry and you're right because I figured he would just stop, and he didn't. And like, what do you want to do? Just fight some 44-year-old Jay because you can? Cool.
It's just toxic masculinity. It's fine.
Maniac. Yeah.
High arc.
No, it was no arc. That was part of the problem. The guy was throwing straight, which is much easier to hit when he was not pissing and moaning. Because we were throwing anything because it goes head, they weren't calling strikes. That's what he thought I was complaining about. I was complaining that he was standing a foot from me.
Hey, Zach, be quirky. Eat jerky.
Yeah, all right, hold up. So Aaron Rodgers, this broke today. Idiot.
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers reveals he has found the fountain of youth. Not from the footage I've seen.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what the fountain of youth is? Cayenne pepper and water. Cool.
Oh, I like a little cayenne. Did you hear he made some dumb comment about, I've been to the darkness. Batman, I've been to the darkness and I know how to come out.
Yeah, I've been to the darkness too. This was
he made
really
some
bad.
stupid comment.
He's calling this the fountain of youth. He looks like shit out there. He looks like a fountain of middle age. That's a Rodney joke about middle age. But nevertheless, he looks...
We're not doing joke thievery, Zach. That's not what we do here on BYD.
No, I owned up to it. Okay. Invasive Burmese python can swallow a whole deer and alligators in one gulp. A wildlife issue of our life. Look at this fucking thing.
No. I'm not looking. I don't do snakes.
This snake will do you. This snake will do you in a heartbeat. It could fucking eat a full deer.
I've seen them eat little kids. Like it's scary.
Little kids are not a full-on deer.
A buck, a big white buck.
Full buck and horns. Horns too. All right. Florida school cafeteria worker. Now we're off. Allegedly sent student a photo of her unclothed breast.
How old?
I gotta tell
high
you,
school?
I thought that was Glenn Danzig. I was stunned that was a woman.
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't. That was the best part. Like, I love tits so much. The next time, I don't need to see hers. And she, 39. I would have said 52.
52 on a good day.
Florida. Like who sends a kid a tit? I don't know. Are we going to talk about the Bears guy? Is he on your list as the dumbest person of all time? Like
I thought
Tyreek
so.
Stevenson.
But everybody's covering it, and more importantly, I found out he's actually really good. So probably nothing's going to happen.
He'll be cut in no time, and he'll be a Jet. That's what's going to happen.
He's not getting cut. He's going to be picked up by all the teams. They're going to suspend him or fine him for one game. That's what's going to happen.
I think whatever should happen already happened.
But you
tipped the ball straight in the air. What are they on ESPN on knock it down?
What do we do, TJ? That was the bigger problem. The bigger problem was not that he was late to the party or jawing at the fans. The bigger problem was he went over there and just was little and
just put the ball up. Like Milo could have caught that ball. He just fell into the guy's lap. Okay, we don't need to talk about him, or we just did. Okay. Are you familiar with Zeddy Will's oeuvre?
No.
I don't really know what he does or who he is, but I sure as hell know who he does. All of them.
Good for him.
Sure. He is hosting a joint baby shower for the 5 women currently carrying his child.
Eat your heart out, Tyreek Hill.
This guy is incredible. This guy's incredible. And you know what? None of them are bad.
Okay, he's got
her.
I'll take the one on the left all day.
Exactly. Like 5 people
just money cash hose. What does he do?
Yeah, exactly. He's a rapper.
Oh man, they
Taco Bell. They do well. Taco Bell. Those Hazers.
I thought you were gonna say Taco Fall.
Him too, probably. But those Hazers, they're no longer doing the steal a base, steal a taco. That's their whole thing in October. One guy steals a base, and you have to go at a really weird mid-meal time between like 2 and 4. Who's eating tacos at 2? But I went. Yeah, and you have to wait on the longest line ever to get some Doritos Locos disgusting taco, and then you have seconds, not minutes.
Free taco.
Yeah, then you have seconds, not minutes, because it's Taco Bell. And it's going right through you. That train is not stopping in the station.
I since have put on the whole joke about McDonald's about how they're giving E. coli. I'm like, didn't you always have like 20 minutes after you had any McDonald's before you were in the bathroom for a day?
Yeah, immediately. Speaking of McDonald's, and I didn't put this on the list, their ice cream machines apparently always break. Even Zoe knows about this, but now they're letting any asshole with a screwdriver fix it.
Well, the whole bit before, this is going on, I think since 2020, was that you had to pay a special company to come fix it that charged like a ridiculous amount of money per hour, and it's a whole scandal. You really didn't know about that?
I didn't know. I'm not hip to. I'm not into their blog scene.
Nah, this is on the TikTok like 4 years ago. It was a real big pandemic thing.
Okay, you want to hear another big scam? Taylor Trammell played 5 games for the Yankees and 5 games for the Dodgers, and he's getting a ring no matter what.
I heard about this.
Fuck him. No. You should have to pick one. You should, before the series, you should pick who you play for.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then it is what it is. Getting a ring just for showing up and getting rocked for 5 games, I don't like him at all. Malcolm in the Middle, Frankie Muniz. You know what he does these days? He's making his NASCAR Truck Series debut in 2025.
Oh, wow. I mean, he was way too famous way too soon. I remember, wasn't he a Clipper part owner or something at one point?
I have no idea, but I've never watched NASCAR Truck. I'll watch his debut. If I'm home and I can find this thing and like someone reminds me it's on, I'll give it 12 minutes. You wouldn't?
I'll wait for the crash. I don't care.
He will be incredible. Malcolm in the Middle takes someone with him. Just kills. I mean, I guess it's good to have hobbies. He's going pro, but wow. Noah's Ark possibly found on the world's oldest stone map, dating back to 3,000 years ago, scientists claim. That shit happened?
No, I saw something recently just talking about how animals aren't equal in the wild, and there's no way Noah's Ark was a real thing.
Apparently, the shit would have like sunk it immediately alone. Every animal shitting on two of them would have sunk the ark, but apparently they found a piece of it.
Are you really quoting biblical stuff as it actually happened?
I'm quoting the Post, who's quoting biblical stuff.
Yeah, okay. There was a boat, and there were animals on it. I'm pretty sure all the boats came over back in the day, anyways.
I've seen animals on boats, but this is the one for me.
Uh-oh. Woman
lives to 107 years old, but she has a horn. She must be one of us. Look at that thing. What does that even mean?
I saw that. That's weird. Especially because it looks bony.
But, like, of course she's Chinese. They live long. They age well. 107? You would.
Warning track power. Oh.
Yeah. 107? You would.
No.
For the story alone.
Oh, okay.
You tap out at 105? All right, that's what I got.
Hey, Zach, what you watching?
A lot. We finished Tires, and we're on to the Rabbi Show. It's excellent. The sex shop next.
I've been telling you for a month.
I know. We're not done with it yet. We're halfway through, but it's quite good. Your girl is spectacular. Her sister's hot too.
Man, she's a little.
The hottest one of all, sneaky hot. Jonah from Veep's Jewy wife, very sneaky hot.
Oh, so she was in Glow. Did you ever watch that?
No, but I should because I listen to Mark Maron religiously.
Yeah, but it ends. There's like 3 or 4 seasons, and there was supposed to be another one. It didn't happen.
Yeah, it's better that way.
Wait, you don't remember the sister from Succession?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, she's good. Yeah, Cameron's wife.
No, not Cameron's wife. She was the one dating Brian Cox when he died, and she was one of them. They're like, yeah, honey, it's okay. We'll take care of you.
I thought she was Cameron's wife.
No, Cameron's
Succession.
wife was the Hua.
Yeah, that's her.
I don't think so.
I'm quite certain.
Kicking the dick?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, never mind. I back down.
I'm certain. I looked it up though. I like the Jewy one. Yeah, Julia, kick him tonight.
No.
It's probably all calloused at this point anyway. You've had that throat thing for a while. He's finished the internet twice.
Zach, we finally finished Julia's comedy special. It is by
he was funny
comedian Hassan Minhaj. It is called
Off
with His Head. I highly recommend everybody to watch it. The post-production is like nothing you've ever seen before.
Yeah, you told me to do the same thing with Jenny Slade.
No, I didn't. I said you won't get through that one.
I got to 13 minutes, mercifully.
But keeping the props going, we got a present last year for Milo. Because it's Halloween, I want to show you a book that somebody gave us. It's called Trick or Treat.
Ew. That's the nastiest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, man. Are you ready, little pumpkin? Tonight is the night. I mean, this thing is this
There's only one thing to do with that. Yeah. It's just...
It's too small. Not for Milo. Oh my
God! You
should
fit two of you in there.
Do you know what he did for the first time tonight? We're just hanging out. We're watching TV. He's doing his thing. We look down. He has his diaper in his hand. At which point we're like, "Oh my God, what did he even do?" Look down in the playpen. Shit everywhere. Just everywhere.
Ew. I will say this: Zoe has many foibles and flaws. Never once shit her pants. Pissed herself.
She never shit in her diaper.
In her diaper, yes. Not in her pants, and never like in the wild. She always kept it controlled, but like she might be pissing her pants right now. There's pee accidents. Who knows? She had a few.
Is she like 12?
regressions. Yeah, she had a few regressions. She's fine now.
Hey Zach, you want to shit your pants? Remember I told you about trunk or treat? Well, my sister went to a trunk or treat.
Candies first. I'm not getting in your trunk.
Family Guy.
I know. No, I paid that up.
I've heard it. Anyways,
I'm sure. I mean, it's a thing, but I trunk or treat. Yeah.
My sister calls me and goes, "Hey, you got one up this weekend at a trunk or treat we're at." I'm thinking, Allison, our trunk or treat was pretty great. She said a lady was giving out $20 bills.
What?
I
would have showed up.
That's when next year you show up with multiple costumes for the kids. First, they're wearing a full mask. Then they're in a hockey jersey. Then you go back to the car.
What is her end game?
With what?
Why is she giving kids 20s?
I don't know. Allison said there was probably like 20 to 30 different kids, and she said she started with hundreds until she ran.
That's a fuck ton of money. She's just dying and giving it away. Like,
I think that's really strange, but I like my solution. Next year at
We're
that
talking
thing,
thousands here.
you bring multiple costumes for those kids, and you send
Absolutely.
each one. I'm like, that's crazy. Meanwhile, my sister's whole end game of going to the trunk or treat was to make enough candy so she didn't have to buy any for Halloween. So
What
she
a
could give out.
cheap huzzer. Meanwhile, she could have just gone to this woman for a hundy spot and just bought all the candy you want.
So I asked her, what did you do with this 20? Did you take taxes? She's like, oh, it's in his wallet already locked away. Nobody's touching it. I'm like, all right.
Locked away. I love that he has a locked wallet. What a heap.
Pishadoo of the week. I got 12 candidates. Here we go. I am so happy you didn't sink my submarine. I got some good ones here. This happened, I think, like
I mean, it's the person giving out money to kids, but okay, let's keep going.
Oh, you're always welcome to use anything we've ever said in this episode. It could be me for the whole Succession thing.
No, it's Allison for bilking someone else out of her own candy that she's going to re-gift to someone else.
I heard
we
about
get a bad
this.
name, people like that.
It's in California, so go figure. But there's a prison that's starting the female goodwill for when people are coming out. They don't have to enter back into the wild with the shitty clothes they went into jail. They can go to the goodwill at the prison, shop for updated clothes, where the goodwill is now employing people from the prison. It's this whole program to help people. So the women come out of prison after they're sentenced. Maybe it was murder, maybe it was rape, who knows? But they're going to be dressed for success.
I don't like it. It feels very much like, the transsexual inmates that are for the migrants. I did that. Those commercials I see all the time. This is not a voting issue for me. Let them come out naked with the person from Ted Lasso ringing a bell at them. Shame. Shame. Yeah, let them do that. That walk.
Gotcha. Ted Lasso, it took me a second, but I got there.
Yeah, it got there.
Next candidate. There's a thing in Tokyo.
Well, she got hotter, much older with life.
Right? If she was 104, I would.
Like, it just means she's rich. That's all it means. She's a smoke show now.
Great singer. She's like a English Broadway.
Really?
Yeah, she can sing. Same thing with the chick from Abbott Elementary. Very good.
Which one? The one that you're in love with?
From Abbott?
Yeah, the older redhead who's been kicked around a lot. You love her.
No. Her friend, the older black woman. She's like she's an older black woman. I forget her real name, but she's fantastic. Great.
But the one that you love is that
just because of the accent. It means nothing else.
You would. Twice. Because you'd be quick the first time.
In Tokyo, they ran a competition that they called the Spaced Out competition, where people had 90 minutes where they had to lay on the ground, act spaced out. They couldn't fall asleep, and they monitored the people's heart rates to make sure that their hearts weren't going up or down. I think they too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
Wait, this is one of those.
What is this a study for?
I have no idea. I heard all this. I was like, why are they doing this?
Yeah. I don't know what their end game is.
I don't know what this guy's end game is, but there's a guy on the Colorado Avalanche named Ivan.
Terrific.
Okay, I get why you go one. Maybe it's a first name. Maybe it's a last name. I don't. What are you doing? Yeah,
Is his real name? Is it like Ivan Ivanansky or
no? It's 8 letters. And
where's he from? Russia.
I assume it was Russia or is it Ukraine?
Yeah.
Milo's favorite snack, goldfish, are rebranding for limited time only. Every single thing is going to be the same, except for the packaging is now going to be called Chilean sea bass, so they can market themselves to adults.
I like pretzel goldfish. I don't like the regular ones. They're just absolute crack, and so it's nothing. It's dust.
Yeah. Are you buying any more of these things based on what fish they're using? Because I'm not.
I'd probably buy less just out of spite.
Okay, that's happening. I saw a video that went viral this past weekend where it was a kidnapping that turned into a proposal. So cars driving down the road, minivan stops in front of them. People get out, break windows, grab the guy, bring him into the van. The woman is traumatized. The guy then gets out of the van with the ring, comes over. She's shaking. She's crying. She's shaking. I think she said yes. What a dick. What a stupid proposal.
So breaking of its own car windows is dumb. I like the effort.
So you give it an A for effort.
A for effort. F for like working it through long game, because now you got to call Safelite.
Zoe's fiance does this, and you're like, what a story.
Is it my car?
No.
I'll kill him. Safe light repair. But nevertheless, no, just you better ask my fucking permission first. And if so, I'm driving the A-Team van. Like, I'm driving the van that's kidnapping. If it's gonna be that stupid, I'm getting involved.
And then you taser him, right? Just to prove the point, to show it's real. Just
might taser him anyway. Just yeah, exactly. I should get a taser.
Oh, I'm all for tasers.
Yeah. See, I got you hooked. You're a convert.
I saw a clip go viral of somebody sitting pretty low at a Lakers game, and a guy in the front row runs, grabs a phone, and goes, hey, give me your phone. I'll show you something really cool. He grabs the guy's phone, goes to the front row, watches LeBron do his thing, gives the phone back to the guy. I don't think he did anything solid other than this guy on his phone had some up-close footage, which I can get right now online. I don't see the allure of this.
Pretty stupid.
I thought it was really dumb, and I mean, it had a lot of views and a lot of likes. Okay.
Thirsty in America. They should be watching better things than that. The Dodgers are closing it out.
Grab my belt. We have an injury to talk about. On College game day, they're doing a kick a field goal, win X amount of money.
Is it Pat McAfee? Did he get hurt?
It wasn't McAfee. It was some idiot drunk.
He's an idiot.
College. Guy goes up to kick. Plant leg goes one leg. Other leg. He snapped his leg in half on the attempt.
Who was working it? Was McAfee there? Was he the one working it?
It might have been. They then had to find another asshole to come take the game. The clip is great.
Did the winnings go towards his medical bill?
All I know is people think it's so easy. I got news for you. If you've been binge drinking heavily pre-game a college football game,
you're never making it.
I mean, if you I think he did it in like Timberlands. Like, what are you doing?
I've done that. I've made one of those in Timberlands, but stone sober.
Shit. It was
at the Jets pregame show thing.
I'm going to send you the thing. It was really, really good. It came out that James Franco and Seth Rogen haven't been talking for the last however since everything happened. Work this through with me. They were best friends for 20 years. James Franco did some bad stuff, but he didn't screw over Seth Rogen. Would you still be friends with me if I James Franco'd? And granted, I don't know 100% of the story. I think I would still be friends with any of my... Of course, I can't put you in any of my movies anymore. Still keep you on the podcast. But
yeah.
Is that weird?
Yeah, I don't agree with it. So I would still be friends. And not to call anybody out. My mom dropped a friend for a stupid reason. Equally stupid. Years later. I said the same thing to her. Same person. What do you care what she does in her third party? As long as it doesn't affect you personally, like, friends could do anything. Aside from, like, even if they killed somebody, honestly, I think, like, they're the same guy. You're an asshole. I'll see you when you get out in your Goodwill clothing. But I would still be their friend. It wouldn't make a difference to me. It wouldn't be ideal. I mean, it may be a little weird being in public with them, like certain restaurants, maybe not. But
yeah, I mean, like, take it to an extreme. Like Jared Fogle, you're dropping him, right? That's kind
of kid stuff, yeah.
Kid stuff, yeah.
Kid stuff's about the limit, but that's that. But just be a little handsy. What does Franco actually do?
It depends on what it is. Like, if I go, right? Like, there
kill
is
some. Well, maybe that depends. We killed.
Killed and how? But what he did, not great. But I don't know, man.
Not worth dropping someone, and not worth dropping them publicly. If you just want to be like, all right, we're gonna take a hot minute here. You're out of the fantasy football league.
Yeah, I would still check in on you here and there, and maybe like get dinner once a year.
Yeah,
until things get way better.
At some random place where no one's around. But yeah, fine, exactly. Because you know what? I was like, he fucked up, but he probably needs you now more than ever. When he's on top of the world, he doesn't need you.
Good. All right, so good to know that I can Franco people, and we're still buddies.
Yeah, except Julia's going to kick you in the dick in about 2 minutes for the Succession thing, so enjoy Francoing with that thing. So put your Timberlands on, Julia.
As far as the Lakers go, I didn't read the whole story, but JJ Redick got a lot of shit this past weekend. You know, he's the coach of the Lakers now. He went to get his car washed, and sitting in the car as it's going through, he's watching film and watching game tape. And people were giving him all types of grief, like, he's getting his car washed and watching game film.
Good.
As a Jets fan, I wish Salah was watching all the tape while he was brushing his teeth. I wish they were watching tape while they're sleeping. I hope if there is a version of osmosis where things can be processed in your sleep, lose more weight, learn a new language, all day.
Do it. Like, what better should he be doing then? Watching porn? Like, what a better thing? What's a better use of his time?
I thought it was great. The fact that it was even an article, I'm like, I want that from my coaches.
What's a better use of his time?
Agreed. Let's get to the good ones.
You hear that banging? That is the cat having at it. Your friend.
Bronze medal candidate. They ran a Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest in New York City. Timothy Chalamet himself entered. And do you know what place he won?
Third?
Not first, which is kind of weird.
Good for him for entering, though. That's funny.
Absolutely.
It's hysterical if he entered.
You know what the weird part is? Why do they have shit like this?
I don't know. Too much time.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, nobody works anymore. They didn't have this in the 50s and everyone went to work.
I walked uphill both ways going to school.
Yeah.
No,
but the pants on and showed up.
Look, I've been told before, you look like this person. And if that really ever true, use it to your advantage. But at no way should you ever be like who cares? Congratulations. Yeah. And you've heard the story before. They've had like Marilyn Monroe, Billy Crystal. They enter these competitions and don't win it, and they're the actual person. But this is just stupid. It really bothered me. Just the concept, whether he won or not, that's not a thing. But silver medal candidate, we are now entering a zone of the NBA where these players cannot play 82 games. So they start to load manage as the season goes on. But MVP from 2 seasons ago, Joel Embiid, healthy scratch, game 1 opening night. People paid so much money to go to. I don't understand why you'd sit out game 1.
I don't get why you sit out any games. Jordan played every fucking game.
Different.
How was he built any different? What?
Well, they used to hit people a lot harder back then.
Yeah, good. These guys didn't miss games. And you know what? Jordan says, hey, maybe the first time and last time someone ever sees me play, I'm going to put on a show.
Yeah, that's what
insane.
I think I'm at the point where I don't know if I would buy basketball tickets to see a star because they could be getting load managed.
Load management, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But you got real close to my number 1, but you mentioned a third-party candidate. Did you see the clip that went viral of her name is Loomis? I've never heard of her. She's a famous singer who performed the national anthem at the third-party presidential debate, which I didn't know that was a thing. And I will go ahead and quote. She starts singing and goes, I fucked it up. I fucked it up. Can I go back? Can I go back, please? And they go, no, this is live.
How did I not see this clip?
You're doing something live. Zach, we do a live podcast every week.
And we fuck it up, but
all the time. Yeah. There's editing sometimes but if you want to watch the original 40-minute episode, whatever that is, we say what we say. I stumble over words. You say all the time. It happens. She messed us up on live TV and said, like, can I go back?
She said I fucked up?
I
love her.
Yeah, she fucked twice. I fucked it up.
That's so good.
She also was doing this weird, like, I fucked it up.
By the way, you also have one job to learn one song. It's not fucking rocket science. Just learn the song.
Write it on the back of your hand for all I care.
Yeah.
The problem is they try to get to, like,
yeah. Best one ever. Father shot him. Dead at 44.
Dead at 44. That's my favorite one we do. Goodwill jail. Goodwill
really bothers me.
In the prison. Tokyo spaced out competition. Ivan, he's playing for the Avalanche. Yeah. Goldfish now calling themselves Chilean sea bass. So we'll eat them. I'll eat them anyways. They're delicious. There was a kidnap proposal with all the broken glass. Phone. Oh, the guy steals a phone for the Lakers powder toss. You have the game day kicker who snaps his ACL. It's worth the watch. James Franco no longer talking to Seth Rogen. Maybe it's the other way around. JJ Redick watching too much game tape. Oh, terrible. Timothy Chalamet lookalike competitions in general. Joel Embiid, healthy scratch, and Loomis at the third-party debate. Didn't know that was a thing. Which wanted to do a redo on a live television show.
A lot going on here. I haven't seen the Loomis thing. I'm sure it's awful. Joel Embiid really, really bothers me. It's really awful. I don't know why this bothers me even more. The goddamn gift shop at the end of jail, the Goodwill thing, is going to keep me up at night. I don't know why this makes me so crazy. Let them just walk the fuck out. What do they need style for? Are they going to get a personal stylist, queer eye for the straight guy? Like, who's coming in here? I'm so angry about this.
Over the $20 trunk or treater?
Yeah, why not? That's pretty tacky, too. Over Allison, maybe. I don't know.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Thanks for listening to tonight's episode. We had fun. We're going to keep doing this. Zach, happy Diwali. That's how you pronounce it. Tell me anything you know about Diwali.
You want to know what I know about Diwali? My daughter's off for school for a day I'm paying for. That's what I know about Diwali. It's the Indian Day of Lights.
Oh, I didn't know you knew that, but
So I know what that is. Also, she's off for like Khalid El-Amin or whatever that other holiday is now.
Diwali is the
It was
festival of
something.
lights.
It is a festival of lights, but she's off for that, and she's off for the Arab something El-Amin, something Eid El-Amin.
We out.
I don't know, man. Something. Should we pay for all